So we got your questions to any or answers to any of your questions that you might have, whether it's serious or whether it's just out of the norm. So what do we got?
Out of the 863, my wife and I have trouble finding time for intimacy. Is it okay to wake you up in the middle of the night for a wrestling session?
Oh,
We
every now
wrestling.
and then.
I
Every
like
now and
that.
then. Not every night. I need some sleep.
But you would wake up for it if you weren't getting it on the regular.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I think if you're married, whatever time go time is go time. So it could be, hey baby, you want to share the shower? Hey babe, wake up, and they're like, hey, I'm sleepy. Like, well, we only got certain matter of fact, we can just get to the business and they ain't got to do all the rest of the stuff. Let's just knock it out fast. Like, that's negotiating. Like when you're in a relationship. So you the end justifies the means.
Just wake her up with a nice soft kiss or something like that.
Listen, we know the
It's nice.
playbook. We know the playbook with this one. You get the cuddle, right? And then you start shimmying a little bit.
He's giving full blown directions.
Yeah,
right
you got to
now.
give the directions. So you start the cuddling, right?
I'm so disturbed.
I'm just saying. And then you start doing the little shimmy real quick.
Stop doing that.
And then when she gives you the butt poke, if she gives you the butt poke,
where
that
she
means
leans- she
that
leans
means
into you.
it's on.
We
Yeah.
have left the medical realm and have crossed over to Cinemax. I don't.
I'm just giving you the play-by-play, but I'm saying it could
What if she
surprise
does
her.
it? What if she doesn't poke it out?
No,
If she doesn't, you stay there and just lay sleep. Because there's
Exactly.
people who are in the Bay Area who's like, man, she ain't got to do nothing.
But I'm
Just lay
telling
there and catch this loving.
But the
That's all
sign-
you got to do.
the sign is the butt poke. Though.
All of the choreographed moves he got over here is different.
Oh my
But
God.
sometimes you just say, baby, just do what you do. It's you, baby. This is you.
Have
This
fun.
you. Go ahead.
Let me sleep.
Wake me up later. But if she stays asleep, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like, you can start when she sleep, but if she don't wake up, bro, you're not hitting on.
Yeah, the message is the poke.
Yeah.
Good night.
Out of the 727, I recently moved out of my parents' house after living there with my two brothers. We all split the rent evenly. The reason I moved out was I wanted to live on my own and have my own space, and recently started dating someone. When I told my family my plans, they were upset because now they have to pay more in rent. I don't understand why they wouldn't want me to be on my own. I'm 28 years old. I thought it was normal part of growing up to move out and have your own space. They all give me an attitude and make me feel like I made things hard for them. They even stopped inviting me over for barbecues.
I mean, listen, it's petty.
Yeah.
I mean, your come up doesn't fit their, existence. And that is hard for some people to handle, especially in families where everybody's in the same pecking order and we all need each other. And then all of a sudden somebody, glows up. It makes everybody feel some type of way, and they can't handle that part. And so right now it's a little bit of a rift, but it'll go away. I mean, because everybody's going to have their own time, and some people are going to rise and some people might end up staying there. But the person who stays there, I mean, I've seen it with a lot of my family members, especially aunts and uncles, who all shared familial houses. And then as people started to move out, the person who didn't have that kind of upstart kind of action ended up having the house that they were
everybody else.
sharing. You know what I'm saying? So after everybody else move on, now you got this big old house that you are trying to figure out with. So everybody gets balanced out at a certain point. It just, everybody can't shine at the same time.
I
Like
concur.
Your family would treat you like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's really
You're being
stupid.
successful, responsible. We hate you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
How dare you come up?
Right?
a lot of people use that and do those petty things though because they're really hurt, and that's the way that they react to it. They're like, "Oh, well, if you wanted to move out, well, you can't come back for this, or you can't come back for that," and they think that they're like teaching you a lesson, but in all actuality, they're just hurting you.
They need to grow up.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got another one out of the 863. It says, hey, freaks, my good friend and I got drunk. Okay. While we were stuck inside for the storm. We've never gone. Wait. My good friend and I got drunk while stuck inside for the storm. We've never gone there before because we're only friends, but we kind of hooked up. And it just happened while stuck in the dark and drunk. Go figure. Now that we are post-stormy, she keeps mentioning it, and I need advice on how to keep it from getting weird because it was a one-time thing for me.
Well, I think you just have to be honest with that person and just let them down gently. But you kind of ruin the relationship when she took it to that level. So you messed up.
Yo,
Both did.
that post-storm clarity is big. I'll tell you that much, dog. You know what I mean. But nah, honestly, make it about your relationship with them. Be like, hey, you know what? I value you more as a friend, and I don't want to ruin that, and I don't want to continue
They're
or
gonna
mess
be hurt.
that up.
They're gonna get hurt.
Either way,
They
yeah.
might not. I mean, if you explain it like kind of like what you got into with the fact of saying, "Hey, girl, listen, you know that was crazy," but you know, like if I had to have something like that happen, which I don't really think would ever happen again, I'm so glad it happened with you because we are such good friends.
We're so close.
But you know, like I mean, when are we ever gonna be locked down in a storm again?
Yeah.
You know, so that like we gotta get back to basics, back to life. Back to my
reality.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like just do it that way. Just say, hey, girl, I'm glad it was with you. But, you know, that was a one-time thing. It can't see it happening again.
All right.
There you go.
Out of the 813, my husband of 15 years recently confessed that he has a 4-year-old daughter with another woman. He claims it was a one-night stand in Vegas, but I don't believe him. We have 2 teenage boys together, and this is tearing our family apart. I know our boys are struggling with this, but I don't know how to discuss this with them. I've been struggling to understand why this is even happening to me and have found myself turning to alcohol more and more. I don't know how to move forward from this.
The kid's 4?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe he just found out that.
But, I mean, but if you got teens, that means that you cheated.
Is your name David Grohl? Because this happened to David Grohl.
But you cheated, though.
I was trying to get the timeline right. So the kid is
The kid
Right.
is
So 4 years ago, he went somewhere and had a baby. With a one-night stand.
Or she was pregnant, didn't tell him, and he just found out. Whatever the situation is, he confessed that he has a 4-year-old.
Either way, he's wrong. Like, he's been in this relationship for 15 years and you have a 4-year-old with somebody else. That means you stepped out. And that's a huge secret to keep from somebody. And once you tell somebody that, you can't blame them for, not trusting you, but also trying to think of the other things that you probably have lied about.
But she doesn't know what to do.
There are ladies out there who have stayed for more. So it's not a deal breaker for every woman out there to blow up their life because of a mistake. Many will, but there are a lot of women who will be like, okay, so what is the kid coming here? Is the kid good? Like they would jump into mommy mode and just be like, listen, I'm going to deal with my anger later.
Yeah.
But I've seen some people that have definitely handled it.
I would say
that way.
family therapy would be good. That way we can everybody can.
Yeah, you're going to have to Zoom your 4-year-old.
Yeah. No.
Okay, I'm stupid.
Not the 4-year-old.
The 4-year-old lives in Nevada. I'm
Right.
just saying. You
In
have to
Vegas.
Zoom them in.
And I guess what happens in Vegas doesn't stay there.
No, it did not for this person.
Derek Brooks.
Yeah.
Well, I swear to God, boy, everybody on Good Morning America this morning. You got Thunderbug, you got Titus, and you got Derek Brooks, and you got the Buckfied, what's his name over there? Swashbuckler Buck, whatever. I forgot his name.
Fear.
Captain Fear. Yeah, that's right. Like Swashbuckler Buck. Swashbuckler Buck.
What's
That's
his
what I
name?
said. Not Bucko Bruce, but yeah, Captain Fear. Yeah, that's great.
I got an anonymous one.
Okay.
And I'm not even going to say where it's from. I forgot.
I have an anonymous one. I'm not even going to say where it's from.
But you mean
Because usually I say where it's from.
Okay.
But this is bad.
Okay.
I forgot about my 15th wedding anniversary. It was perfectly placed this year between Helene and Milton. It was a lot going on, and I totally forgot. I remember listening to y'all's show about anniversary gifts, and my heart stopped. Now I know why my wife has been standoffish and short with me. I need help. She didn't hint at it or even tell me happy anniversary either, but she obviously remembered. She even hit me with my head hurting, which I've never gotten before.
So there's 2 things going on here. She was testing you to see if you would remember, and that's really not a good relationship. You don't need to test your partner. Sometimes people forget things. You guys should be wanting to celebrate it together. Be like, hey, what are we going to do for our 15th wedding anniversary? So things happen, especially with 2 hurricanes. You should make it up to her. But also, she's wrong for not even a reminder, but being like
Acknowledging it?
Yeah, acknowledging it. You shouldn't just be out there trying to test your partner out, especially when it comes to your anniversary.
Yeah, there's no reason to forget your anniversary. You won't get a pass for doing that, except when the largest storm in 100+ years is heading to the Bay Area. Like, I think that gives you a pass.
Right.
So what you do is now get busy and create a celebration that's worthy of a 15-year celebration and take her on it and say, babe, Milton and Helene screwed us out of this, and so now we're claiming our time again.
Yeah.
Hit him with the Maxine. I'm reclaiming my time.
Mm-hmm.
Do your Maxine Waters and get out there and celebrate with your wife, and she'll understand.
Do a romantic trip. That's what I would do. 15 years is something to celebrate. It needs to be acknowledged. And if you are trying to make up what happened to her, then take her someplace you know that you both will love, but she really loves.
Hey, so what you do, because I just saw who it's from. Hey, I was going to say his name, but I'm like,
I was
like, no, I've almost forgotten that we're doing anonymous. All right, so here's what you do. Because it's the storm, and I'm pretty sure you got a down tree somewhere around your house. Go out to that down tree, carve a heart into that tree, and put your wife and your name in the middle of that heart, and then go work out a big, great celebration trip and take her to that tree and say, you know what, this storm tried to steal our anniversary.
That's cute.
So, show her the heart and then hand her the stuff. We going to Sarasota.
Also, hold up, but also, hold up. Just to add to that,
we're going to Turks and Bradenton.
Also, though, add in the date so that she knows that you remembered the date, though, because that's like the biggest thing of why she's mad.
But like make it pretty and stuff.
Also,
like, do that whole thing.
why is this not in your Google Calendar? First of all, sir,
But it was a storm, though. Even though
it would pop up on your phone. Second of all, someone texted in, just give her the FEMA check that you're gonna get. Hand it over.
That ain't gonna help. That ain't gonna.
You're gonna give her that anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, give me something else. I'm already gonna get this.
Yeah.
All
Don't wait any longer though. The more you wait, the more she's gonna get mad.
We gave you our best ideas. I think if anything, you get an excuse for having an act of God come in and Milton just tongue kiss the bay with as much water and wind that we got. So I think that gives you a little bit of a reprieve.
I like the tree idea. You could cut out that part that you carved everything in and like frame it. You could do something really cute with that.
Why say wasn't that a good idea?
It is a very good idea.
See that? Look at that. Boy,
Yeah,
the lab coat came through today. I'm telling you.
One
We've been trained to be able to handle certain things.
Out of the 813, we all wood carvers now.
Listen, you got time. Go out there and chisel that thing in for her. I mean,
it's about the idea and it's about the effort, though.
Okay, people out of the 941, I'm not picking on Bradenton. What I was basically, it was a reference to earlier where Rod Wave says she don't want to go to Miami. She want to go where she got to use her passport. You got to take a girl elsewhere. And I'm like, for those of us who are broke, we can only afford Turks and Bradenton. We can only afford maybe the Four Seasons down in Sarasota.
Yeah.
Why I got to take this girl over to Turks and Caicos?
In Barbados.
Like, come on, dog. Like, I mean, they, like, JetBlue don't go there.
Yeah, I know.
They don't do that. I want to go where Allegiant go.
Now you got people saying, I'm going to try the tree thing for Valentine's Day.
Aww.
Okay.
See, you gave a good idea, though.
But, I mean, if you still got a down tree in February at your house, then you are doing wrong, all right? That's bad.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Therapy Thursday is a wrap.
Thank you guys for watching the video. For all things wild, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.